This segment of Naperville Sports Weekly is brought to you by BMO Harris Bank.
I'm here with Max Ihry, senior captain, running back, middle linebacker for Waubonsie Valley football. Thank you for joining us, Max.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Looking at the season as a whole in your senior year, such an incredible postseason run that you guys were able to make. Just starting at the moment when you guys knew you were in the playoffs, though, getting that 30th seed, what did that moment mean for you guys, and what was kind of the mindset knowing that you guys were going to at least have a chance at making a run?
Well, I mean, obviously the regular season didn't end the way we wanted it to, so it was just like, you know, a second life we were excited to get after in the playoffs because, I mean, we knew we were better than what our record said. So, yeah, just getting ready for that first game, it was a great week of practice. I mean, we were all excited to be there.
So many high points and low points. It seemed like you kind of never knew what the outcome of the game was going to be. You know, you guys come off that big win against Naperville Central, giving them their first loss, and then kind of struggling late in the stretch. But getting to the postseason, able to knock out 3 wins against some really big football programs. What did that show for this football team?
It just showed how much heart we had because, I mean, we weren't the biggest team. We didn't have a ton of D1 recruits on our team. It's just a lot of heart, honestly. That's all I can say. I mean, we practiced well. We all knew what we had to do. Just, I don't know what else to say other than heart. I mean, we all just gave our best effort out there, and we saw the results.
Such a young team as well. Being one of just several starting seniors on this team, what were some things that the seniors had to do getting a lot of those sophomore starters ready and really just kind of teaching them the ways of Waubonsie Valley football?
Just a lot of them had never even played in a sophomore game before. I mean, coming from freshman straight to varsity level, it can kind of be a shock. So we just had to, show them how it's done. Because some of us, we had experience, so we knew what to do, and kind of just had to lead by example, really.
And you certainly led by example on both sides of the ball. Some incredible games at running back, some incredible games at middle linebacker. Which of those positions did you like playing better if you could choose just one?
Oh, man, it's hard to decide. I mean, some games it was running back and some games it was linebacker. It's kind of hard to decide between the two because I loved both. So, I mean, I'll probably go with equally. I know that's not a good answer, not the one you wanted, but it's just hard to choose.
It was certainly obvious for anyone watching you on both sides of the ball that you certainly love playing the game. Looking at what you were able to do at running back, though, I know you had a stretch for a while, averaging like 150 yards a game over like a 5-game stretch. What can you say about what your offensive line was able to do in such a run-heavy offense?
My offensive line, they just created the holes for me, and I mean, they're the base of our team. So I mean, they did awesome. They opened up great holes, and you saw the results. So credit to them: Tyler Caldwell, Brandon Porter, Corey McKnight, Dan Dominiak, and Alex Stone. So shout out to those guys for really, allowing me to do what I did this season.
And this might be difficult as well, but was there a particular favorite moment you had from this season?
Man, that's tough. Probably, I'm kind of split between beating Naperville Central and then beating Neuqua because both those games were just exciting, wild rides. I mean, with the Central game, obviously, we shut them out, so that was special to the defense, considering how our defense at the start of the season was like a big question mark to everyone, like looking at our team, because, I was the only returning starter, but so getting that shutout, especially in a quarterfinal game, I'll probably have to go with that.
And looking at the state semifinal, second team in school history to make it that far, just insane conditions as well. You had the cold, you had the snow. The result didn't come out the way you wanted, but making it that far, what did that game mean to you to get to play that in your final football game?
I mean, it was awesome. I'm glad that's the way I went out my senior year, just playing with all my brothers there. It was great. I mean, yeah, it was cold, but still fun, Hopefully next year they can go a little farther.
Kind of transitioning from football into your other sport, wrestling. The wrestling season's going to be coming up. Any excitement now that the season's kind of just around the corner?
Oh, definitely. I'm ready to get on the mat and just get to work. I had a little break after football, but wrestling season's in full swing now, so I'm really excited.
Coming off a 5th place finish in state in your junior year as well, got to be really exciting for you. Now that you're a senior, you've had that state experience. I know that's a ways away, but what's kind of the plan wanting to get back and hopefully improve upon that finish last year?
I mean, just keep practicing hard. The goal is to get on top of the podium this year, so that all starts in the wrestling room with just practicing well, conditioning, all that.
And you're already committed to wrestle at NIU following your high school career. What kind of went into the decision of the recruiting and the decision to decide to go to Northern Illinois?
I went there on my visit and I really enjoyed it. I liked the coaches. I met their team. It was awesome. Like, they were all really welcoming, and that was probably the biggest factor that led to my decision to wrestle there.
Looking back at football, being able to be named to the All-State team in 8A, highest level of competition in the state of Illinois, what went into the decision for you to decide to wrestle at the next level rather than play football?
When I went to NIU, I really liked what they had going there, and I'm excited for my future, and I love both sports equally. It's hard to decide. It's like choosing between a kid, I can't really decide. I did decide, but it was a tough decision, but I think I made the right one.
Finishing up your high school career, what's the legacy that you want to leave behind, both on the football field, on the wrestling mats, just as a student athlete?
I just want to show that I was a hard-working student athlete, really. I want to win a state title this year for wrestling, so I think we did leave a legacy on the football field, and now I'm ready to do it in wrestling as well.
Well, best of luck to you in the wrestling season, and best of luck in your future wrestling career as well.
Thank you.